Hello everybody. This is a different story in which I was just working on the same project which you are making an introduction. This is a story of a person who was working with me and on job training actually, and in this incident he made up his mind to change his career. Now, well, he's all okay, and how it happened you will see in this one. So it's okay to watch this movie and give me your comments.
Uh, Hello everybody. This is a story of the incidents number 11 on the series, and the background aircraft is Boeing 747 was aircraft industry or aviation's industry or any kind of a teamwork industry required complete attention from everybody, because one person cannot manage the whole work, and if any member of the team is not up to the mark as the required performance output, then it can create a big problem at the end. If ignored in the beginning, especially aircraft maintenance required a lot of backup apart from the stores. Very good friends, and there you support needs supports all kind of ground equipment facilities, engineering support and parts and all that thing, and above all that the maintenance people understanding and support at time of need. So this story is a very strange thing happened, and I always said that today as well I said that Almighty Allah, which helps people in such a difficult conditions where everybody thinks that he is gone and there is no remedy and the big problem is coming, whatever, but with the hope you pray and you will see the results are always positive. Okay, let's start it. I was working on the Boeing 747 on the rudder lightning strike protection strip, which saves the aircraft from lightning in case aircraft flew through the storm and lightning. It burn off and save the structure. Uh, you know, it's a safety device and indicator as well that aircraft has flown or gone through lightning, thunderstorm or something. This was heavy clouds. This was a finding by myself while inspecting the area as of a scheduled work card, and I informed the shift manager. He was at that time Samir Baisa about it, and the supervisor of course also, that it was burn off, that lightning strip was burn off finding, and we had to replace that, and assignment was given to me and one assistance trainee mechanic, OJT, that is what we call it, on job trainees, and was given to me also. So I had to draw the parts and got it from the stores with good words from the stores. For that thing you need a cherry picker, the truck used for performing at higher area, when you have to go on the rudder or elevator. And most of you might be knowing the operation of a cherry picker. So the ground equipment provide in that airline, there was a special department, ground facilities equipment maintenance. They provide me that cherry picker, and I parked it on the right hand side of the aircraft at the back of elevator, so I can reach to the proper angle first and right hand side to remove the tip screws from the right hand side, and then we'll go on left hand side to remove the remaining screws to remove the tip for repair. What happened when I parked the truck, I noticed there was a seepage mark on the main actuator of the cherry picker bucket, and I pointed it to the supervisor of ground equipment crew, but he gave a look and said no big deal, this is normal, and gave me a strange look also again, like I was avoiding the work or trying to delay. Whatever his look was, not so good. And of this truck has hydraulic jacks which were there on their craft, on the truck structures. They are supposed to be firm on the ground, so in the cherry picker is operated below a certain angle, and we can do this anyway. So when we started working, while we were on the right hand side of the aircraft top working at rudder, I figured it out that the bucket was slowly moving down. I realized the situation and tried to move it a little more up and clearing the work area, and to keep the bucket away as well from the aircraft structure, of that elevator range, and as it was coming down such a way that we would hit the elevator, a seepage on the actuator became uncontrolled leak actually. As the main actuator for use for lifting the bucket up start heavy leaking, it was in a very scary situation. But it's another miraculous situation by which I have gone many times due to the kindness of Almighty Allah. The bucket just stopped in the last moment when it was going to hit the structure, and heavy destruction was expected of the elevator, as maybe that safety system of that hydraulic cherry picker, whatever, when the hydraulic exceed the leak, it might have happened, the bucket stop coming down, and I had to take in it to maximum away from elevator now. Okay, and I tried that way. Then you know what happened, we were hanging there. Now I had to call the attention of the people at ground by simply blowing the whistle, which I always kept in my coverall upper pocket to bring the ground crew attention what's going on here. So we were stuck up there, and there was no way we can get down. It was not even all clear from the structure. At the this situation, the truck cannot be moved, because it was firmly on the ground parked. As well, nobody will take that chance because it's firm on the ground with the hydraulic locked legs. For one, that truck, and you cannot move the truck while they are extended. We were stuck up there and hanging in the space. Then the ground equipment crew was rushed to the emergency, and because leak was there, and there was a chance that some part of that cherry picker bucket is going to hit the structure of the elevator anyway, although we were a little away. But then these guys, they brought another cherry picker on the side, and they made it parked this way that we were able to climb and move to the second cherry picker bucket. We crawl over the second cherry picker bucket floating in air, a real commando kind of action. It was so horrifying, but my experience of the tree climbing in childhood probably helped me. And what about my Mr. Ahmed, who was with me, the OJT, the trainee? I had to take care of him also. As you might know, some people are having phobia of some kind of, when they look from upwards to downwards, they got giddiness. He was having that problem too, as he was not standing, just sitting in the cherry picker bucket from the beginning of the time. I took him on the height, and well, we made it. And then the ground support equipment facility team moved us safely to the ground. Also, they moved the first cherry picker to the clearance area from aircraft, took it out to the hydraulic repair station of their workstation, whatever they did, and they cleared the aircraft. In the meantime, group of friends were around on ground waving and moral supporting us for that special operation. I remember that it was a real another great escape from the problem. Just imagine every possibility of that elevator right hand, what would have happened, and what happened to the guy, my trainee Ahmed. He was so scared, who was with me at that time, trainee. He told me that he is not going to work on this kind of risky aircraft maintenance anymore, And really it happens. He left away himself, switching from the aircraft maintenance to the material management, although because it wasn't a job that he wanted to do all around, but he changed his job. And while I was there in Saudi Jeddah, sometime I used to see him. He used to wave his hands, show me his special way of sign as marshalling, and say, "Buddy, that day you made me to change my career from aircraft maintenance, switching to an office job on the material management on AOG desk." Now a management member, Ahmed Bukhari, was still working there till my retirement. He became the manager. By my retirement, he was manager there. So sometime a little accident can change your career too. Outcome of this story is check your operating equipment before you start work thoroughly. Do not take any operative equipment if it's not 100% okay, even you are pressurized by anybody, because in end you are the one who's going to suffer, and the concern will only give lame excuses. And don't get in panic. Whatever come it well come, so face it bravely. Your good deeds are counted, and will be rewarded by Almighty. So this was a story which was again for your Anam Farm site, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for listening. Hello my friends and viewers. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting contents. Hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. Your support means a lot to me, and I also request you to read them if you like on my website www.anamfarms.com. Thank you very much once again.